Hey everyone, it's your girl Maddie here, aka Beaver Mosh, and today I'm here to talk to you about Desde, Bajo, Tierra from the Valparaíso, Chile-based Vórtize. This is coming off of Nube Negra Productions, and this, my friends, is a scorcher of a heavy metal record. I mean, fully kick-ass moments and riffs from start to finish. It's fun. It's electric. You're going to want to raise your fist along, but there's also this musical complexity and an impressive level of musicianship and technicality put on display, but so economically and with the listener in mind. Now, this is a one-man band in extreme air quotes, as that is how the band themselves would want to be described, because it really isn't. Yes, the main, permanent member is Javier Ortiz, but Ortiz does a good job of bringing in a multitude of other musicians. There's many voices heard on this album, including that of Rome Nunez, who her voice is just instrumental to this record, a big part of the record's overall energy and feel. Things get started with Dentro del Vórtize, and immediately with this intro, you're going to feel the chills as things start with these a cappella, bewitching choral vocals before the twisty, salty leads and skipping drum patterns come rushing in. It has an almost danceable rhythm, but also feels rather occultic as well. The solo here is just so lively and impressive. You can sense this traditional Chilean flair being allowed into the writing here, and I'm all in on that. You're going to want to shout along as the bass and the drums begin to chug along as all of the vocalists come together and chant Vórtize, Vórtize. It's so electric. On Suspiro en la Eternidad, there's a bit of a progginess that creeps in with the dual leads and the counterpointing bass work. The chops that are on display on this record are so satisfying. So much speed, so much intensity. This record has hella riffs, but also pay attention to the choruses. So many great hooks. It's catchy at times, just amazing songcraft, and the fire in the vocals here. So much passion. It's just heavy metal in its purest form. Capo Sin Hero shows the band's knack for these longer instrumental breaks, and I'm glad they allow them to develop so much because they never get boring. And again, there is this technicality on the record. The leads here are not simple, they are not easy, but they are always listener focused. They're engaging, they ask you to hum along, and it's so spectacular how they found that perfect balance. And holy hell, the main hook, these fast, sharp, chaotic shouts, and then the music will do this kind of speed up thing with these choppy patterns to match. It's so jerky and frenetic, but yet the band is obviously in control. It's so lively, it's so energetic, and goddamn is it fun and is it thrilling. While El Toro is a slower, moodier bit, really showcasing the band's diversity. They don't have to be all flash. They are able to take you through different peaks and valleys. While through that, there are these palm-muted kind of rising riffs that give the track a constant climbing feel. It's really cool. The band is really good at these nuanced little touches. Tempestad, in contrast, is this epic leaning, triumphant metal tune with these rousing, war-ready vocals, this impassioned chorus, these marching instrumentals. You know, this middle section of the record with the last track and this really shows the band's ability to nail different approaches and keep it all cohesive. There's a lot of thought that the band clearly put into the pacing and the track listing here, and it all works together. It's a well crafted record. And I love what the bass does here. These circling patterns that kind of weave around the more straightforward guitar riffs that are tied to the whistling. The whistling here is so cool. Not generic, you know, like kind of like a whistling hook in like a top 40 hit. No, it has this real enchanting quality to it. I really like the gallop in the drums on Nada Dos Nintenda. There's a lot of aggression and chunkiness in the riffs as well. It's speed metal perfection, especially with the really energetic, punkish vocal shouts. But at times, it transitions into this beautifully sung, harmonized passage. And back, I love how many twists and turns this record takes so seamlessly. Siempre Metal is simply one of those horn-raising heavy metal anthems. It's so euphoric and just kicks so much ass. These slicing riffs, the massive chorus, the pounding drum. This track has all of the pieces. And it goes for 9 minutes, justifying that length, because it doesn't feel that long at all. And once again, I just have to comment on the earnestness, the conviction in the vocals. It's really a refreshing part of this album for me and really a big selling point. Desde, Bajo, Tierra is a cool record, like one of those sunglasses and leather jacket type metal records. Like the essence of this album is definitely sporting a bullet belt. The songs here are so memorable, parts that stick out to you over and over again, ferociously infectious leads, great hooks, fantastic riffing, and just good songwriting. For those who love heavy metal at its foundation, you're gonna love this, so go get it. And hey, that's what I think of this record. If you like this video, tell me, hit the like button. It'd mean the world to me if you'd consider subscribing. Please follow me on Twitter. Link to that is in the video description and in the bio of this YouTube channel. Leave a comment. I really enjoy getting to engage with those. Hey, I have a Patreon now. No pressure to give, but it is an option. I'm going to start putting exclusive content there. So that is a way to support the show. Keep it more sustainable, but once again, don't feel pressured. I'm glad you are watching. And keep it metal. My name is Maddie, aka Beaver Mosh. I'm signing off.